Welcome to the Color of Influence podcast, where you will hear conversations from influential people of color from around the world, from social media, and right here in your communities. These behind-the-scenes conversations will motivate you, inspire you, and encourage you. I am your host, Aisha Morgan, and let's meet today's guest. On today's episode, I sat down with Sean and Michelle Clark. They are the creators of Double Dutch Aerobics. They have a studio in Georgia, and their energy is just infectious. I can see why they are so successful with teaching people how to double dutch and incorporating it into aerobics. And maybe your girl may go to Atlanta to get certified to teach double dutch aerobics, but we'll have to see. Until then, let's get into today's episode with Michelle and Sean Clark. All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I am so excited to announce that we have Sean and Michelle here. They are the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics. If you're on social media, you've seen videos of them somewhere teaching someone in 30 seconds how to double dutch?
Minute, 30 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but less than a minute.
Yes, I love it. And, I heard you guys on a podcast a couple of years ago. And just for me, Double Dutch brings back so many memories of my childhood. Just being out in front of my grandmom's house, out on the streets. But for the two of you, how did this become a business for you?
Okay, so you can start it. I've been jumping since I was 4. I'm from Brooklyn, so I was my
okay.
Every day. I'm a street jumper, is what they call us, and I jump professionally as well. I was also on the gym and jumpers. So when I was an adult, I had this idea of an adult double dutch class because I taught every kind of fitness you could imagine: spin, water aerobics, boots, you name it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, well, why not teach something that I love, that's fitness as well? Also, when I would see little girls jumping, it ain't right, hey, little girl, can I get a jump? When I'm a little awkward. So I was like, I really want to start an adult double dutch class because I know I'm not the only one that has this feeling.
Yeah.
And so my boyfriend at the time, and I told him about this idea. I told him I was really good, but everyone from New York says they're good. So he thought, oh, you good like every other girl, everybody else. Yeah. And so he saw me teaching and jumping, and he was like, oh, no, you're really, really good.
Yeah.
And he was like, you need to start your class.
And literally the next day or next week?
The next week we started the class. And at first he wasn't a part of it. It was, I was turning with former teammates. I would turn with, people in class because no one could be consistent like that because it wasn't their other people have their own lives. So it was like, okay, well, teach me. And then first it was just a side business. Like I was doing the classes. So it was like, do this instead, a little side money. And then when we moved here, we were kind of forced into our blessing because everything else just wasn't working out. And so we had to put full force into Double Dutch Aerobics. And so that's when it became like our full-time business. And then we love it. And then it just continued. And then when we moved from New York, our teachers were a little our students were like, well, where are you going? Like, what are we going to do? And so that's when we created certification. So we actually certify instructors to learn our process of teaching anyone in less than a minute to learn that system. And then they also learn the format and how to teach a Double Dutch Aerobics class. So if you take Double Dutch in Syracuse, in North Carolina, it's the same formatted class.
Got it. Okay.
About 9 years later.
So where are you now?
We own our own studio. Well, you can do that part.
So what was the question?
Where are you now?
Oh, so we live in Atlanta. So when we got married, like she said, we immediately moved out to Atlanta. And then, like she said, we started our certification classes. So We out here at 2030 Bolton Road. We have our own studio. We were teaching at another studio for like 6 years, and then the pandemic hit, and the studio that we use closed down. And so we were like, okay, what are we going to do? So we started teaching classes that summer of 2020 outside. So we were teaching outside. We still have members. And then it was starting to get cold because it was around, stuff like September. I was like, all right, it's starting to get cold. What are we going to do? So we decided to look for a studio. We found a studio, and bam, we got our own studio. A company was leaving because of the pandemic.
Yep.
It was a yoga studio. They were leaving, and we were coming on in.
And we opened the first ever studio dedicated to Double Dutch ever. So this is the first Double Dutch Aerobics Studio, and the first studio just dedicated purely to Double Dutch.
And the scary thing was, because of the pandemic, we didn't know like where our business was going to be, because it was like, we couldn't make money because nobody could make money. Everything was shut down. And so we ended up doing a Kickstarter.
Okay.
We ended up doing a Kickstarter for the business,
for the studio,
and we ended up raising double what we asked.
Yeah,
which was like we say all the time, it was overwhelming because you figure a time where everybody was scared,
right?
Like nobody knew, people were getting fired, businesses were closing. It was just like, who's gonna give money in the pandemic?
And it's like, it was so heartwarming because no one knew what was going to happen in the future.
Right.
Financially, nobody knew, but yet because we shared that we were opening up our first studio, and clearly, open a studio comes with a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so just to have our audience take from their personal pockets and give to our campaign was just phenomenal. And then they watched us use it for the studio. So they watched us step by step. The studio was all white, and now it's red. We put in the studio is fabulous. And so it was nice because people got to see where their investment was going.
Right.
And they get to people. We used to do certifications once a year. Now we're on our fourth one coming up this year only.
So we started doing it once a month.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So when you did the Kickstarter, how did you promote it out to people?
Oh, well, so the thing is, before we even, so when we decided to do the Kickstarter, which I didn't want to do at first, it was my wife's idea.
I was like, listen, babe. Okay.
Figure another way. We don't need to do it.
Figuring it out. We needed, you know what I'm saying?
So really, when you do a Kickstarter, it's the work before. So like
we studied a lot.
So we studied a lot. We watched a ton of like Kickstarter videos and campaigns, and we for a while we were just inundated with so much information.
Yeah.
So we took that information and we created this video.
Well, Sean created I was a part of it. The video was
so I created a video. I used to be a videographer and editor.
Okay.
So I created this video, and like literally every word meant something. Because when you do your research on campaigning, everything you say has to matter.
Everything. We put all-nighters writing the details.
Right.
We stayed up literally all night.
So we wrote and rewrote, and so everything that. So when you are campaigning, it starts there.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. That when you put it out, you're able to, when you're promoting, you're able to relate to everyone.
Yes.
Because everything that you say in that campaign matters. So we promoted it. We emailed all of our friends, all of our family.
Yep.
And then, because we do Double Dutch Aerobics, we have a lot of people following us.
Right.
So we have a lot of people that we didn't even know.
We didn't even know.
Donating all of this money. And it was just like, wait, you don't even know us. And it's the pandemic?
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's pretty much how we did it. We emailed, Facebook, social media, text
my
everyone.
parents were texting their friends and
everybody was. Everybody. Yeah. But hey, you know what it was? It was
our story.
It was our story. It was something good coming out of such a messed up situation.
Yeah.
And I felt So people knew. Everybody knows we work hard.
Yeah.
At what we do. We've been doing this for years, right? So everyone was so happy to like
watch us grow. Yeah.
Like people want to help people who help themselves.
Yes.
And so that's what we were getting. People were like, oh, yeah, bet we're doing it. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. Man, how much you got? Oh, we're going to donate again.
Yep. We had people donate again. They were excited watching the numbers go
They were watching the numbers. They were keeping track of the numbers more than us.
Yeah.
They were like, 5,000.
Oh, you have 30 days. If you don't make it in 30 days, then you lose everything. So Kickstarter, if you don't make your goal, it's down to zero. That's why the money is on hold. So let's say it's just on hold and it doesn't process until you get to your goal.
Till campaign is done.
Got it. Okay.
Days to get to your goal.
Man, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
So when did you reach your goal? How many days?
It might have been like 20. And
20. Then it doubled after that.
And then it doubled after that. Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 20. It's like 20 days.
And then it doubled.
I want to say 20 because it was fast. I think it might have been a little faster than that.
I was gonna say it might have been.
It might have been faster than that. It might have been faster than 20 days.
Yeah, and that was 2020.
Between 15 and 20 days, we got it.
Yeah. Now, how do you plan out like your social media? Like, do you have a social media person where you have them do it, or is it all the two of you?
Oh, we're a 2-man band.
We're trying. Yeah.
We started working with someone.
Yes. But it's not official. There's someone we're very interested in. They're amazing, and so we're trying to figure that out.
Okay.
But from the time we started up until this point,
all of us.
It's been us. So we do everything. We teach our classes. We do all administrative work.
Who cleans the studio?
We clean the studio. We design our shirts. We design our own logos.
Who does the videos?
We do our videos. We do our own flyers. We do everything.
Who teaches the classes? Who does the administration? Who does the calendar? Who does the booking? Who raises the kids? Us.
We book our tours. When we do our tours, we book all the new stations ourselves. Like we do it all by ourselves. We don't want to. No, we don't want to. It's believe me, this is not bragging.
Yeah.
We're really,
no.
Somebody help us.
Oh man, y'all are like so fun. Like just listening to you, like I can imagine what like your classes are like, just 100% fun.
Oh man. So that's where we let it all out.
Yeah.
So, with all the work and all the stuff that we have, the kids, marriage, everything, life,
everything.
When we get to class, we're on 1,000 because that's the fun.
Yeah.
That's what fun
the goal is actually to have a system where everyone does the administration and we get to do more of the
class part. Yeah. So talk to me about your tours. How does that work?
So literally, social media, this is where the blessing of social media comes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's let's say someone's in DC and they're like, a number of people, we were shout, come to DC, come to DC, come to DC. Okay, we heard you. So we call DC, book a studio, and there's the tour. We just literally, he books the studios in every state that we're going to visit. We call a number of studios.
Yes.
Figure out which one is best in terms of location, in terms of the space of the studio, the design of the studio. We figure that part out, and then we literally put tickets on sale, and that's it.
Because that's literally how it started. Like people from all over kept saying, "Oh gosh, y'all don't have classes in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have classes in Florida? Oh, you don't have classes in DC?" We were like, you know what? We're going to do a tour and fix all of that.
And then what's great, so like, for example, North Carolina, we've done a number of classes there. And now what's beautiful is that part of the reason we go on tours is because we really want classes to be everywhere on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But clearly do that by ourselves, but we want everyone to have access to a Double Dutch Aerobics class. So when you come on tour, so like, I love this. I would love to teach this. So people are like, okay, I experienced the class. How can I now bring this energy, this class to my state regularly?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so they come to certification, and now where we teach class on tour, there's now a bi-weekly Double Dutch Aerobics class taught by one of our certified instructors.
Got it. Okay.
And, yeah, that's how, the process works. And now what's so great for us is that there's so many people going to her class. So now Double Dutch Aerobics is spreading the exact way that we want to. Our teacher in Syracuse had her class yesterday.
Yeah.
She just was, screaming to us. She told all these people in her new class. So that's the goal, because Double Dutch Aerobics is joy. And who doesn't joyful fitness? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you get certified to teach your class?
So first, the process is you do have to be selected, but it's not an insane process.
No.
So you fill out the application. We go over the application, and if we feel like it's a good fit, we then set up a phone call, and we go over the details of certification.
Right.
You ask whatever questions you need to ask. We express to you what we expect from you when you come from certification. After that, if it's still a good fit, you then register for certification. And then here, it's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's 18 hours of training. And yes, it's 18 hours. And you leave certification weekend
limping.
And ready to start.
And ready to start your own class.
Yeah, we go over the business. You learn how to teach anyone in less than a minute. You learn the Double Dutch Aerobics moves, how to teach them. And then you leave ready to start your classes. We teach you how to get insurance. We teach you where to teach first. You walk out of the door. How to book your studio.
Yeah, you're ready to teach a class by the time you
walk out the door.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
And all of our instructors can teach anybody in less than a minute how to double dutch. All of them.
So when you see someone says, "I'm certified in Double Dutch Aerobics,"
they could teach, because we teach them our format on how to teach somebody how to jump in less than a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So from your certification, do you want to franchise your gyms or just the certification part?
Just the certification for now.
So the thing about franchising is it's just like a building. It's more than Double Dutch Aerobics then. So we kind of, because then it's real, it's a whole different ball game.
Right.
And now, we're entrepreneurs. So we're always used to pivoting or changing. So right now, where we currently are, we like our model of certified instructors and them renting different studios and different spaces, like a Zumba instructor or a spin where they're the business themselves. So they can go anywhere. They teach in schools, they teach at events, they teach, and they have that flexibility.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, especially when you said Zumba, I'm like, yeah, there's a Zumba class at every gym that you can think of. Yeah.
But you're not going to a Zumba studio everywhere.
Right.
And they're flexible so they can move everywhere.
So if anybody, go ahead.
I also feel like it makes it more open to more people, because you have to have the money to invest in a franchise.
Yes.
Whereas being certified, more people can be certified because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the type of people that you feel are suitable for the application process, like to be certified? So should they be a trainer? Should they be someone that's just an enthusiast of Double Dutch? Like, what are you looking for?
So we're looking for people who have the desire to teach Double Dutch.
Right.
Okay.
So if you're going to do 18 hours of training, you got to have some desire.
You have to love you have to love Double Dutch.
And the thing about certification that's interesting is you do not have to know how to jump Double Dutch even to take certification.
Okay.
So you can, if you have a love, like I've always wanted to learn and I want to teach the kids, or I want to have my adult class. If you've never jumped Double Dutch, it doesn't even matter. During certification weekend, learn how to jump and learn how to teach
somebody how to jump.
Okay, I like that. Mm-hmm. So your tours, do you have a tour that is coming up?
Well, we're working on one now. So like right now we're kind of traveling with DJ Envy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I saw the video of the car show.
Yeah.
Right. The car show. So what we want to do is we'll have classes in the cities that we'll be in.
Because we're there.
Right. So like we'll be, we're going to be in Detroit, Miami, some other places I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And so we were going to do Jersey.
Right. On the 20th.
On the 20th.
Right.
So we were going to do classes around that time.
Okay.
Plus, right, we might do a little extra, but right now we're working on that now. But the thing is, we're so busy. We're really trying to work.
And so the thing that we're working on now is we have 3 certifications coming up. We have one in September, October, and November. So that's kind of been, you know, the main focus right now, because again, because we do everything, we're going over the applications, we're talking to the people on the phone, we're getting everything ready for certification. So that's the process that we're in now, but we're going to fit in some, you know.
And certification was, you know, we used to do it once a year because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now we do it once a month. So now it's like, it feels like even more work, you know, so.
Which is great. It's
amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. I won't complain.
No,
I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not going to get this glare out the way. I'm sorry. All right, I'm listening.
So from here, where do you want Double Dutch Aerobics to go?
I want 1 million certified instructors all over the world. That is one of my 1,000,000% goals. And then,
so our biggest goal is, like we say all the time, we're trying to get the whole world jumping. Whole world jumping.
I like that.
So yeah, so we want everyone to get certified. Like there's so much going on.
Yeah,
so much going on.
What are you gonna say? We want everyone to get certified, and then we love doing events like DJ Envy's event. We love traveling to do events. I would love to do some more. I would love to do a training internationally.
Yeah.
Literally, I would love to do exactly what we're doing, but more.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we're the brand, so we need to be around the world,
right?
Like showing people what the brand is about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, we need to be in Africa. We need to be in, you know, Australia.
Yeah.
We need to be in these places so that you can see what the class is all about.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, like what I recommend. I mean, I'm always like telling people little tricks and tips.
No, we love it. We love it.
I would contact like some of these travel groups. So like that Travel Noir group, like she does all these trips to like Africa, and like throw yourself out there. Like we would love to be a part of your trip where, you know, they're going to Ghana and they learn how to double Dutch and call her a part of the trip or something.
Travel Noir, what you saying?
Oh, let me get my phone.
I think the one group is called Travel Noir. I know there's another one that's called the Black Travel Club. But I mean, like you could literally go on Instagram and like a lot of their posts are reposted in Black travel groups.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we want. We
saw it on a cruise. Yeah, not a full class.
Not a full class.
But we did a session on a cruise.
Yeah. But we want Double Dutch Aerobics on the Carnival.
Yeah.
All of them.
That would be nice. Like you get your certified instructors and
we could certify them.
And that's another thing I forgot. One thing I didn't want to miss this goal is we also want like to certify PE teachers, because you know the way sports in school, you learned volleyball, you learned basketball. We don't want Double Dutch to not be included in that.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want it for almost regular. We want it to be as well known or as a part of the process of sports as everything else is. Because the thing that always kept it out of that was that you felt like you could or you couldn't.
Right.
You either can jump Double Dutch or you can't. But the reason why Double Dutch Aerobics is different is we're breaking that mold. It's not true. You just never had instructors.
Exactly.
And so, what we want to do is we want to make Double Dutch specifically available to everyone. And so that's what Double Dutch Aerobics is doing. So that's another one of our goals, to make sure that it's in PE programs, in the system of PE.
Yeah.
Like in February, we learn Double Dutch Aerobics. In March, we learn basketball. In April, we learn volleyball. And we want it to be like that.
So here's another tip, because I am a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there it is.
Put together a curriculum.
Yeah.
And then you promote that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You present it to them.
Yeah.
They purchase your curriculum as a part of their PE program, and they get certified, obviously, to learn how to teach it, but they buy the curriculum too.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to you can't just tell them to get certified. You have to have it in writing.
Yes.
So the school district buys the curriculum for
the school
for their district.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
So you gotta find find a curriculum writer.
Yes.
Yeah. Or y'all can just go on YouTube.
Do
That's
your
work. That's how we had children. I learned. Well, you know the story. Literally, well, you know the story. I think you know the story.
I mean, you could tell them the story. I heard it on another podcast, but go ahead.
It'll be 2.5 seconds. Doctor told us we couldn't have children. Went to YouTube University because hello, doesn't everyone go to YouTube University?
Yes, they do.
Learned about water fasting, and we already were juicing, but I learned about juicing to heal fibroids. End up healing myself naturally through water fasting, juicing, and change of diet. Boom! Then I was able to have 3 kids. When doctors told me originally you cannot have children unless you get an abdominal myomectomy. Nothing wrong with surgery, but it's not something that I wanted for myself.
Right.
And so I changed my options, cleared that up, and in between I had miscarriages, the whole thing. And then after all of that cleansing, water fasting, juice fasting, and change of diet, 3 beautiful children in our mama's house right now. 3 back-to-back. 5-year-old, 4-year-old, and a
1-year-old.
Blessing. Just a straight blessing.
Just like that.
Blessing. YouTube University.
Yeah. So y'all, go on YouTube and look at how to write up a curriculum to sell. So before we finish up for this evening, I really want you guys to talk to everybody about what you want us to know about Double Dutch Aerobics. Where is it going to go? Where can they find you? Where can they take your class? I know you're going to be with DJ Envy for the rest of the summer. So where can they find y'all?
So the thing I want people to know about Double Dutch Aerobics, especially those women that were always told to get on the ends or you can't jump or it's not for you, I truly want them to know that we believe there is a jumper in everyone.
Right.
And Double Dutch Aerobics, we bring it out. And when I mean you, I mean even you. So because somebody's like, well, not me because my cousin, well, not me because I ain't learned. We really genuinely mean you. And we have a show. We have
But even okay. Now I was gonna say, even with that, talking to those same women who can't jump.
Yes.
We've been doing this for almost 10 years. There are more people who cannot jump than can.
Yes.
Because if we relied on people who could jump, we would have been out of business.
Right. That is true.
So just want you, that's why I want you to understand that we can teach you how to jump double dutch in less than a minute because we have to. And even our business depends on it.
Even if you're like, okay, whatever, go to YouTube. We have a YouTube called Double Dutch Aerobics TV, and you will see we have a show called In Less Than a Minute. Where we teach random people
in random places
how to jump double dutch in less than a minute.
1 minute.
Now I know you think it's not you, but by the 20th person, you're gonna be like, oh, maybe they could be. Once you realize, Google us because we'll be in a state near you sooner or later. But there's also a plane, and you can always come to Atlanta to our studio. We have classes 5 days a week here,
5 days a week,
Monday through Thursday, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. And when we're not there, we have our amazing certified teachers that teach the classes as well. And so we want people to know, touch Double Dutch Aerobics in some way, some form. All it's going to do is add joy to your life.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to do. Mm-hmm. If you're sad, come to Double Dutch Aerobics. Mm-hmm. If you're happy, come to Double Dutch Aerobics. If you want to work out.
Right. We taught classes in federal prisons across the country.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're talking about places where people are not happy at all.
Hello. When we walked in,
and then all we do is bring them joy.
That's it.
I'm telling you. Like, we did a class in Chicago, which you were going to talk about.
And when we walked, first of all, they harassed me because I had to get extra checked. I felt a little violated. Go in there and let the energy go because I was like, okay, y'all.
But when we got in there, they looked at us like,
what are y'all doing here?
What y'all going to do?
Yeah.
Like what?
Michelle and I, we brought our energy. Hey, how y'all doing? They were like, what?
And by the end of the class, they had joined our energy.
Yeah.
And they were screaming, jumping, and they were like, well, when y'all coming back? We didn't know when we were coming,
I don't know. Are y'all still going to be here? I don't know.
But it was amazing just to watch. And it's fun watching adults be childlike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still have that in us, and we don't need to let that die. We need to continue to allow that to live. And that's what Double Dutch Aerobics does. It's literally for everyone. Just come on in, get certified, bring that joy to other people. If you don't want to get certified, that's fine. Experience it for yourself.
Right.
So we just want you to tell a friend about Double Dutch Aerobics.
That's it.
I love it. So do you know the rest of the cities for the DJ Envy tour or no?
So I know we have Atlantic City. Then we have Detroit. And then we have Miami. Yeah, those are the three. Those are the three.
Oh, and he might be adding one in between.
Oh, he might add one in Alabama.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
and where can everybody find y'all on social media?
Oh, we're Double Dutch Aerobics everything. So listen, you can Google Double Dutch Aerobics and a million things will come up, including all of our socials.
Yes.
And everything is Double Dutch Aerobics. Facebook, Instagram, website, DoubleDutchAerobics.com. Everything is Double Dutch Aerobics.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, again, I really appreciate y'all taking this time this evening to talk about Double Dutch Aerobics. And I personally might be coming to get certified. I'm in Houston. I would love it. I mean, I just got to get my ducks in a row and, that would
be amazing.
Yeah.
It would be a good time.
I know.
Our certification weekends, the letters that we're getting from certification weekends, incredible.
Oh, we can talk about the food. I know we hook you up with
the food. Yeah. Listen to me. So I was telling Michelle, I was like, I think certification weekend feels more like a retreat.
Yeah.
Certification weekend, because you figure 18 hours of jumping, you're sore, you're tired, but they don't want to go.
Right.
It's the most interesting thing ever.
On Monday, you'll be like, well, I miss y'all. Where y'all at?
So we actually started a group text with all of the certified instructors.
Yes.
Everybody still they want to talk.
Yeah. I love that.
It's amazing. It is amazing.
So you also still friendship in Double Dutch Aerobics.
Definitely.
And it's hard to find some friends. I know how to you.
Yeah, after 25, you don't make too many new friends.
Yeah, that's true.
You got the day ones, but you do find them at Double Dutch Aerobics.
And that was another thing, just one more thing. When you can come to class by yourself, because a lot of people wait for their friends to come to class. You don't have to. I swear you will make friends the same day. Everybody does.
Friends are there.
Yeah, your friends are there. All you see people do is exchanging numbers. Yeah. I mean, you can literally come by yourself and leave with like 2 or 3 friends.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
Well, I'm excited. I'm going to hit y'all up. And like I said, hit me up anytime that y'all have questions. I'm happy to help wherever I can. And thank y'all again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
And that's a wrap on another amazing episode. I know that you were just as inspired as I was after listening to that conversation. And to let us know how we're doing, don't forget to leave us a review, like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. You can also follow us on all social media platforms, from YouTube to Facebook, at The Color of Influence, and on Instagram, _color_of_influence. You can check out all of our episodes and additional content on our website, thecolorofinfluence.com, and that's an N only for influence. And don't forget to share the podcast with someone you know, and have them share the podcast with someone they know. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, peace out.